this week and building on.
What do you see from the Giants?
Yeah, obviously their front. Those guys that have a front can change the game. Very sound defense. Obviously, the dude came from Tennessee, the DC, so it's gonna be a fun one.
You came from obviously a pretty dominant program at LSU, and coming here knowing this is a franchise that is rebuilding, recalibrating, whatever word you want to use. What has that transition sort of been like for you?
Man, I'm just focused on getting better each and every day. I trust DQ and AP in the direction that they're going with this organization. But for me, it's how can I show up every day and be the best version of myself.
Austin Eckler, what has it been like working with him? How does he help you on the field?
Yeah, Austin specifically, it's been great. Another set of eyes. Obviously, what he's seen a lot of football in this league, and he's a very good football player.
Jay, when you went back and watched the film, how did you assess your performance, and what kind of things do you think you can most learn from that game?
Yeah, I mean, I could grow in every area.
I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Good. Is he back? Is he still frozen?
He trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today. Welcome back. This is Owning the Huddle podcast. Have served. What's good, man? New episode we've been running on Wednesdays, 9:45, 10-ish, something like that. Like Cody said, he's just been here waiting. He hoped until he doesn't start late on Sunday, so hopefully we'll be better. But yeah, we're gonna be here every Wednesday, 9:30, 10-ish, somewhere around there. So definitely keep your notifications on. Ceelo, what's good, man? I think you're on mute, Ceelo.
Sorry about that. No, man, what's good, man? It's Wednesday. We almost there. We about to handle business. I hope on this Sunday afternoon. 1 o'clock game. Getting back to normalcy. So let's get this thing corrected coming up Sunday afternoon, man. That's the goal.
Yeah, man. Before we go further, right? Let's kind of go backwards a little bit, right? It's been 3 days, right? See, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, it's been 3 days. I told people Tuesday morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a lot of all 22 content that come out that's not gonna be in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be some stuff that you see that you might, you might be a little, knocked off balance with, right? And that obviously was Jaden Daniels. Looking at the tape, seeing how many passes he missed. But a lot of us had an opportunity to watch some sort of clips, watch the game back. Right, it was the actual game condensed version, all 22 version, and study and look at it. There's a lot of people that's great at posting clips on the timeline. You have Mason, he does it really well. Maul from Tribal Dive podcast, he does it well. You got Mark Bullock, Big Doug and Carmi show. They have a show on Tuesday breaking down films with Mark Bullock and what is his name from PFF? I forgot his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Nick Aldridge. Yeah. Command this podcast, they also do it on Monday night. So look, you had an opportunity to see, right? You had an opportunity to go back and watch the tape. All right. So let's start with the offensive line. CeeLo, what did you think of the offensive line?
Um, so honestly, I thought the offensive line was pretty decent in pass protection. I felt like the offensive line was good enough to operate out of. There were some moments of breakdown. There were some moments that Jay needed to do what he needed to do to keep the play alive. But I would say for the majority of the game, that I recall and re looked at, he had a pretty decent protection. Um, so I think that we can talk a little bit later about who we should maybe think about playing where along the line. But I do think that he had a pretty good protection. Run blocking may be something that we have to continue to look into. I felt like there were some opportunities in the run blocking game that we didn't take advantage of. There were maybe some missed assignments, maybe not enough. Execution was a little bit off, and in other cases it was excellent run blocking. Um, I'm still. We could talk a little bit later, but I'm still of the opinion, that Brian Robinson. I know we love B Rob. I think maybe he has to continue to work on the vision piece of his game. I think there's still some areas he got to improve upon. But for the most part, I thought run blocking was decent. So overall, long-winded answer to say I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, I agree, man. Especially having Jaden back there to be able to kind of climb and move around the pocket and escape, that definitely favors the offensive line and pass protection. When it comes to the running game, yeah, Brian Robinson still, it seems like he's still trying to get that vision part down together. I think Eckler definitely has it, but also some positive runs. When you saw B Rob uh
Hmm.
visions on some breakaways, but a lot of times it's a little difficult when you got Vita Veda pushing 2, 3 people back in the backfield. You know what I'm saying?
I
And it's
know.
not going to get any easier this upcoming week with probably the best now that Aaron Donald is gone, defensive tackle, nose guard in
Excellent.
the league. But but I think for them to be playing together for the first time, it looked okay. Didn't look horrible. I think a lot of that has to do with Jaden also being a mobile quarterback. And but what do you think about uh the Corn Lucas and Brandon Coleman? Because as I say, more tape. Seemed like we scored on every time Brandon Coleman was in the game on the drives that he was in there. So do you think they continue to do that, or you think they kind of lock in?
I think they try to lock in this week. I think DQ. I think uh, Kliff. They know how this game works, man. Offensive linemen really improve when they're consistent. Having the same guy next to you week in and week out, it just improves your continuity, it improves your communication. I think as long as Brandon is healthy, I expect him to get the 100% of the snaps going forward. I think that it's clear athletically he is a monster. The speed, the feet, even the hands. I know he's a rookie. He has to continue to work on all of those things in unison,
Mhm.
in coordination. But man, you can see the athleticism. The dude is definitely going. I think if he continues to grow and develop, he should be a pretty good one. Um, so I think they just slow rolled it because of the injury. Wanted to make sure he could, I'm pretty sure it wasn't injury related. I'm pretty sure it was about his wind,
Yeah, conditioning.
his football conditioning. But
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it had a lot to do with the way they subbed him in. But I think another week of practice, another week of going hard, I expect him to get the full bulk of reps. I thought it was great. I thought he was great. Nothing against Lucas. I just think Coleman's better.
Yeah, he has a better upside. He's younger, so I mean, you never know. I wonder if they even thinking about the whole Wiley thing, right? I wonder because he looks bad. I mean, can Lucas look even worse? Can he look better? I don't know. we got to figure something out. So I'm anxious to see what's that's gonna look like.
Man, Wiley, man, he must got some about some photos of somebody or something, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like this, like we gotta figure out another way. Bro is struggling out there. I mean, golly, and he was struggling. So
Yeah, it's
nothing new.
crazy.
We seen it. We seen it before. It's just frustrating.
It's crazy. What's up, Riri? Yeah, Juan will be there when the gates open for sure. Radar, what's good, Radar? All right, so let's go right into Jaden Daniels. What do you think overall about his performance?
If I were to just give it a grade, I would probably give it a C plus.
Okay.
We may have talked a little bit about a little bit about this in earlier discussing this, but I am of the so first game, first week, rookie, all that stuff. I'm cool. I get it. He's doing what he has to do to get positive yards. He's playing safely with the football. I like all that, right? No turnovers. I know he had the one whiff by Lucas, and he ended up, getting a fumble. But I mean, other than that, he took care of the football, and I thought that was positive. He, most yards by a rookie in week one, positive. Um, I just would like this. I just want to see him continue to progress. That's it. But week one, I'm cool with it. Everything that we predicted, if you remember, talking about the game coming up,
Yep.
it happened.
Yep.
I mean, my man, the coach at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, he dialed it up. I mean, he was pressuring from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. They were up a bunch of points. I think they were up like, at one point they were up, 17, and like 5 minutes left in the game, and they continue to blitz this dude. So, what I'm saying, I think we expected that. He responded. He actually got better as the game went on and got more comfortable. So I expect him to just continue to just get better and get better and get better, and I like it. I just want to see him operate from the pocket a little bit more, or operate behind line of scrimmage a little bit more. And as DQ said, look to pass a little bit more. Where I felt like he kind of went to his kind of like go to, which is cool as a young quarterback. But I like what I saw. I think the progress is where we want to be, or where I want to continue to see.
Yeah, and like any criticism that I have for Jaden over the last couple of days, maybe bailing a little too early on some of those plays. It's seeming like some of the plays he might not have known exactly what the play is or the routes or whatever that was being ran. Not keeping his head up as he's scrambling. Once he makes his mind up, he's running. It doesn't matter if anyone pops open or not. And I think that comes with time, right? Like I believe that comes with time. That gives him an opportunity, Sunday game, an opportunity to see what real NFL speed is. And I know it's completely different from college. I don't care where you play, what conference you played in. It's totally different. And it's completely different from preseason games, right? It's completely different. So now he understands what that speed is. And look, and there are other defenses out there that's way faster, right? Just imagine when we get Dallas and you get Micah, right? You get Pittsburgh, you get Watt. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes is different. You know what I'm saying? They are faster than what you've seen this past week. So I think he's going to adjust. I think he's going to get better. A lot of those passes that he missed, I think he makes them. Right. I believe that he was on that iPad either late Sunday night or early Monday morning looking over that film. He's a film junkie. This is the positives. But coming out of that game with Jaden Daniels, I'm excited to see that we didn't just see all bad. And we're like, well, he's just a rookie. He's going to have a bad game. He had a lot of good, too. Like, he climbed the pocket a few times. He kept his eyes down the field when the pressure was around him. He was still trying to hang in the pocket and make a pass down the field. So I'm definitely excited about Jaden Daniels. And I'm excited to see how he adjusts from one week to another.
I
And
agree with
we,
everything you said.
and we
I
know
agree with everything
South,
you said.
and we know South is not going to
Oh
be at the
shoot,
tailgate. Don't let him be a bad influence, CeeLo, because I've seen you at a tailgate
man, ain't
before. Please
nobody.
don't let South be a bad influence,
Listen,
man.
listen. I've been to the tailgate early, late. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We gonna see what happens in this Sunday, man. 'Cause it's gonna be a lot going on this weekend. Man, I said it. I think in our Sunday episode. I've said it in previous episodes and everywhere. That to me, this season is about, yes, it's about Jaden Daniels, but it's about Kliff Kingsbury. Can Kliff take advantage of all the things that Jaden does well, and all the things that this offensive line does well, all the things that these receivers do well, and the backs all together, and can he come up with a game plan that makes sense and that can keep the game fat or slow the game down for everyone and have them execute. You know, the more we have Jaden dropping back 3, 5, 7 steps, the more we have these go routes and these and these routes that are just way too long developing and putting us in a bad position. Then that's going to say a lot about where Kliff is. And so I am actually a little bit, and I think we have some of the comments here. I'm actually much more interested in what Kliff does with Jaden. I think all of us can agree Jaden's skill set, yes, he can run the football, but he's better than that. I mean, he has the ability to throw at all 3 levels of the football field, and I think we want to see that. But can Kliff put him in a position to do that and do it without thinking so much with complex defenses and stuff like that in pre-snap? So I'm really looking forward to Jaden is Jaden. I'm really looking forward to what Kliff does as the season progresses, because I know these guys need time and et cetera, et cetera. So
For
yeah.
sure. Mike says offensive play call is an unlisted concern. I know it is fast quarterback in the league, and Kingsbury didn't call RPO until the third quarter. I'm trying to think, Mike. He didn't call one earlier than that. I know he did some play actions. But yeah, man. Like, and we also got to understand. Like, I actually think Kliff played a good game, right? That's why I named it. Like, we need to apologize to Kliff out from our initial reactions, right? After watching the tape, looking at the film, and watching the game over, I think he called a pretty good game. If Jaden was able to let her rip on a few of those, it will look totally different. We won't be talking about Kliff, right? Like Terry probably have over 100 yards, a couple touchdowns. Luke was running down the seam on one play. He could have hit. I think Diami had one where he kind of escaped on the backside. So like there was a few plays out there that Kliff. I mean, remember the not flea flicker, the double pass that Luke didn't pull.
Pass.
Right? Like it was nobody, it was 3 linemen, a wide receiver, and 1 cornerback over there. That was 6 right there.
Yeah.
But Luke did not pull the trick, and I
looked
don't know
good.
why, but that's the reason why Luke went from quarterback to wide receiver.
Yeah, I didn't see. You know how you remember the play, right? The way the camera was on Luke,
yeah,
it was too close. You couldn't see like
couldn't
the
really
whole
see,
play,
yeah.
so it wasn't until like you said, the replay. I'm like, oh wow, he was wide open. And I hate that the broadcast team didn't catch that. They didn't say anything, but
Yeah,
I agree, man. That was definitely probably 6 right there.
definitely.
That's football, man. Like you got to pull the trigger when you see those
Yeah,
openings, and so that's what I mentioned. I think earlier, man. I think Jaden kind of played a little. He played a little bit tight. He was a little nervous. He played a little tight. He didn't want to turn the ball over. He wanted to trust what his eyes saw, and so on and so forth. And so that's why you saw him taking off. That's why you saw him maybe a little bit nervous around it. I mean, the first pass of the game, it was behind B-Rob, and then B-Rob had to figure out and had to kick the ball out of. I mean, that's the second time between preseason and regular season that Jaden started out nervous in a pass where it should have been a very, very simple pass, ended up being a little bit of a disaster. So he definitely has the early game jitters, if you believe in that sort of stuff, that we got to figure out. And then lastly, you know, I'm gonna need my boy to figure out how to slide, bro.
He's not going to slide. Like, we might as well just forget that the kid is not going to
Well,
slide. He needs to like that. He needs to get down earlier. Like,
so
don't be trying to get the extra yards because you already got your helmet knocked off. And I don't know what's going on with that. They say it has always happened. I've never noticed it watching this LSU tape or watching this ASU tape. I never noticed it, right? So I don't know what it is. A lot of people in the NBA that have dreads, that have cornrows, plaits, extent, whatever you call them now these days, and I don't see that helmets keep flying off. So get that under control, man. Fix that. But he definitely needs to get down earlier than what he's been getting down. Mike say first play of the game, swing route to the HB, let the kid have some fun. But I mean, you gotta like I see what you saying, Mike, and I definitely appreciate you tapping in, man. But if you check that bio out,
yeah, appreciate it, Mike.
on Twitter, definitely join and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and come chop it up over there with us on the YouTube. That goes for anybody else that's out there on Twitter. We would definitely appreciate it. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta, he's still a rookie though. You know what I'm saying? So I think Kliff did a good job of protecting him. I think Kliff did a good job of not panicking, right? Because look, Kliff could have ran 51 straight passing plays, right? Right? We've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Been there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he
Been
kept
there.
kind of kept the running game, kept throwing some
I like
screens
it.
out there, just trying to get in a rhythm. You don't want to force anything
I like it.
on a kid, man. Like, just ease him into the game of football, man. But I definitely see. But I know one thing: we got to stop with the screens on the first play. Like, it's not working. Something going on with Jaden and screens on the first play
He got
is
the
not
yips.
working, bro.
He got the yips. He got the
Yeah,
yips. He
man.
be like, I don't know. He's a little. My only thing, I don't really. The running. So if he's going to keep running, which it feels like he may end up because he's comfortable doing that until things slow down. The reason why I would like to see him try and slide is that rolling stuff is going to be a disaster because all it takes is one wild, free safety or linebacker that don't really care, and he's not going to hold up, and he's going to pop on one good time, and he's rolling on his shoulder. He's rolling on his actual throwing shoulder, which no problem if you do that on your own. You're young, you're 23, you pop back up, but as time goes on, someone's going to land right on top of you, not intentionally, but not necessarily unintentionally. And all of a sudden, you got to, he was limping earlier in the game, at one point. So I would like to see him, like the reason why sliding helps, and I know we talk about this way too much, but you actually control how your body lands and then how people react to your landing. If someone is able to, if a guy's coming and trying to knock your head off, they kind of have to intentionally do that. Like it's easier to avoid you
like a missile
when
type
you're sliding. Yeah, like a missile type. When you're rolling first, when your head and everything's first, man, it feels very exposing of yourself. Anyway, so if you're going to keep running the way he was running, 16, whatever the case may be, I feel like I want to see him, like you said, either get down sooner or learn how to flip your body around and just go ahead and do the third base, second base slide or whatever. Man, but I think we'll be fine, man. I think, I think we'll be all right. Just these guys got to continue to play together, practice together, and I expect them to get some confidence this weekend. So
for sure. Big Dash was good, man. Big Dash knows both teams need a win, but we might need him more. Nah, no, y'all don't. Y'all do not need him more than us. Because y'all need to get Carson back next year. So y'all do not need a win. But definitely check out Big Dash. I don't know if any Giants fans is watching right now and you're not following Big Dash. He's a content creator for the Giants. Good dude. He's one of the blue people I don't have a problem with. He has good content, good pod. He definitely knows ball.
Appreciate you, Big Dash. Appreciate
all right, so like I can't put this up there. I'm gonna flash it because he's mad. He got some cuss words. He said, "Apologize to Kliff for what? His offense is blank. You can use your imagination. A bunch of gun runs and screens. Yeah, no backbone because he's like the rest of the pass first moron.
Oh my
who we
Lord.
have been our OC." Give him some time, man. Like, I don't know if you had an opportunity to go back and watch, man, but like I said earlier, man, I don't think Kliff called a bad game. I think our initial reaction of what we saw during the game, man, if a lot of those plays were successful that he called, like he was dialing some up. He dialed up a few good plays. And if we was able to connect on those, we wouldn't be having this conversation about Kliff right now. Cody said, bring it 2 friends. We got a favorite team, so we got to have this win so they don't end up Giants friends. You know.
I finally get to meet
Gus?
Cody in person.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I met Cody in person at in Denver last year. And that was
Nice,
that
nice.
was wild. Like we had the rally, and then right after that, at the rally in Denver, it's this open like area in a mall, but everything is outside. And it's like open like bars and open restaurants. People get food, walk, and it's like this big area where it's like a whole lot of chairs and tables, and they got this huge screen. They put the Colorado State game up there.
Oh,
It was
man.
crazy, bro. It
And
was.
isn't that this weekend too?
Yeah, yep. It's this weekend.
Oh,
Yep.
that's
They played on this
crazy.
weekend.
That's
It was
crazy.
crazy, man. What's up, Gus? Long time, man. Where you been at, man? We miss you, man. We need Jaden to grow as a pass. He's already elite. Yeah. I think like he's okay. So let's talk about the pass to Terry, right? So, he hits that Sunday, right? Like he hits that Sunday. Jaden is very accurate. He's always been accurate. As we've seen, like he's been accurate in training camp, the joint practices, the preseason game. Like he's been accurate, but that NFL speed is different, right? That Terry speed is different during an actual game. So now I think he knows what that looks like. He knows what that is. So I'm not concerned at all. But he definitely he definitely needs to grow. We want him to grow. We want him to grow as a runner too. Like Ceelo was saying, he has to be more responsible with his bodies and make better decisions. And I'm sure Dan Quinn is irritated because when he talk about it, he looks irritated talking about it. So I definitely I agree with you. What's up, Just B? The run JD had down the sideline, he would have scored if he stayed. Man, but it was so fast. He was moving so fast that he was kind of doing a tightrope thing on the sideline. That momentum took him right out of bounds, man. That tight. Anytime you see somebody tightroping, that depends on which way that force is taking them, and it was taking him out of bounds. But yeah, I agree. He definitely would have scored. Yeah, we need this win, Dash. We don't know what you're talking about, man. We gonna crash out, bro. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. If McCaffrey makes the pass to Jay, then Kliff was see what I'm saying? He's suddenly a genius, right? Play action doesn't work if you don't run the ball off. That's true. I do think we need to kind of establish a running game a little more. I would love to see Eckler get a few more runs. B-Rock get it, even if they're stopping the run, like continue to kind of do it. I mean, I think Kliff kind of did it every now and then. Like I can't say he went away from the run, right? But I think we only had like 14, 15 rushes outside of Jaden's rushes.
About that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, you add Jaden rushes in there, and Jaden was picking up like 10, 12 a pop. It seemed like. On some instances, but yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I do love to see that run the ball more. Yeah, you got to do something about that helmet. Send him to a Nats practice. We tried to do that with number 10, and I don't even know if he actually remember Bryce Hopper had reached out, said he wouldn't mind doing it. So I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if he ever did it or not though, but. Yeah, man, bring some baseball dudes in there, man. Because like if you ever play football, even baseball, sliding is not like an easy thing. It could be a fear too, right? Like it's you moving fast and you just stop and slide. Like you have to be consistently doing that and be comfortable with doing that. Like in baseball, them dudes slide, pop right back up like it ain't nothing. But everyone that's in the chat. Right, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. Go outside in your grass, run really fast, and then slide. Come back into the chat and let me know how did that go. It's like, nah, don't do it, because both of y'all ain't gonna be able to come back to the chat, right?
Yeah, both y'all are gonna be tapped out, ER, going to urgent care. Like, come on. I think baseball is easier to slide just naturally because it's dirt.
Yeah,
It's very forgiving. You have control, blah blah blah. Man,
but those
this
strawberries ain't no joke. If you've ever got a strawberry, bro, like
this is true.
them
This
joints
is
ain't no
true.
joke, man.
This is true. But I feel like in football, it's a lot more unnatural. You know, but I just feel like they do it. I mean, I've seen Jaden Daniels slide feet
Yeah,
first in
yeah,
LSU several times.
several
This is not
times.
like
Yeah,
this is not RG3 or any other.
that's
This is
right.
a very like just relearn what you did in college and let's go back get
Yeah.
back to that.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a kind of like get an understanding of the speed, man. I really
Yeah,
do.
I agree. I
I
agree.
really do. I don't think they was scared, just be. I don't think they was worried about protecting them. So of course you want to protect them, and you want to protect them from the line. If you don't think the line is very stable, like but you want them to kind of do that, right? We don't want it to look like a situation like last year. We just out there doing 5 to 7 step drops multiple plays in a row. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting your quarterback killed. So I kind of like it, man. I think we can't have it both ways, right? We can't have it both ways. We either want to protect him, get the ball out quick decisions, and maybe take a deep shots every now and then to kind of protect that line if you don't think it's strong enough. And or we can't just say, look, let's keep throwing the ball deep and like having them be vulnerable to weak O line. Riri said the NFL and the whole head gonna get knocked off. It is, like he gotta stop playing out that drink, bro. Like these dudes ain't no joke. Actually, it was a play. Who was chasing him out of bounds? I'm trying to remember, and he looked like he had a lane up the sideline to the right, but then he got chased out of bounds. They kind of pushed him out of bounds to that speed, and he probably was like, man, this is
It
a
was
D lineman linebacker. I forgot who it was though.
I know that is that the one we hurdled the guy?
I
He
don't
had
think
to
so. I think he
hurdle.
just went right out of bounds. I think.
Oh, okay. I knew
Yeah.
there was the one play where he tried to turn the corner. You know, guy came at a great angle and he had to hurdle him because he went low and Jaden went. But there was a couple plays. Jaden was like, okay, my speed is.
Yeah.
I gotta do this differently. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I think running back, Lamar and these kind of guys. I
Mhm.
think the reason why and I know Lamar and Jaden are the same kind of runner, but like Lamar, I gotta go back and check. I don't think Lamar runs that much. He runs when he has to, and so it's perfect. Like they're not expecting it all the time, in the past, right? And so it works as he does it, and when he needs to, or if it's a design run or whatever, it's just timing based. At a point in that game against like Tampa, they were just ready for it. They were like, "Oh yeah, he not throwing right now." So they were ready for it. So they were literally the angles were getting tapped in. They started to kind of get a beat on his speed, and so I think as he matures and as he gains more confidence, I think he'll learn how to run and use that to his advantage because he's very fast and he can obviously he's one of the fastest probably in the league. But it's about how you use the speed and when you use the speed, but not every other. Like he was running so much that they just started to kind of tee in on it. So
Yeah.
anyway, I think it'll get better as he gets more confident or
And I
gets
think
more smart.
Lamar had a ton of carries last week, but it's not normal though. Like Jade had 16 carries, and I don't think over the stretch of whole RG3 that whole year or his career, he didn't have more than 14, 12, like 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, I
So
remember that.
16
Yeah,
was
they
a
said
ton,
he
bro.
hasn't.
16
That's a
was a
lot, man.
ton. And
That's a lot.
they wasn't like designed either. A lot wasn't designed. Cliff did that like
Nope.
that RPO or that design inside zone. Like, no, we can't do that with Jaden. Like Jaden, no, his body is not built for in between the tackles inside zones. Like you gotta keep him on the outside. You gotta keep him on 8 and 9s. Like keep them in. No ones, threes, not even 5s, 6s. Like man. Like we ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I do not want to even on a goal line. You know what I'm saying? You got to be honest. I mean, you got B-Rob back there. You got Eckler back there. Them dudes can find the end zone. You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying? And yeah, Mike, yeah, I don't know, man. You got to do something with that helmet, bro. Right, I said rather us go down the field on the first play rather than seeing the screen. Yeah, man, let's do something different on that first play. Yeah, no, it's all good, Dash. Most definitely, bro. The secretary they better be chat, bro. Chat say he gonna crash out, bro. Kliff, Kingsbury, Dan Quinn, Adam Peters. Listen, I know. Listen, I know this is only week 2, and everyone that's listening, you listen later. I know it's week 2. I know it's no reason to panic if you go down 0-2. I know there are Super Bowl winners that started the season 0-2. I know there are multiple playoff teams that started the season 0-2. I know that. But this game against the blue people is different. We have to beat them. We have to beat them for the sake of Twitter and Spaces. We have to beat them. I don't care if it's by 1 point. We have to beat. This is a must win for the sanity of the Commander fans everywhere on Twitter and on Spaces. It's a must that we beat the Giants. This is a must win because I'm going to crash out. And there's going to be plenty other people that's going to be with me crashing out. Not because we're 0-2, but because we lost to the Giants. That's why we're going to be crashing out. So please, let's not lose to the Giants. What's up, Coach? Tally back in on YouTube. Tally, stop playing around. That's why I say the casual take is to always blame the coach. That's true. It is. Like, that's the initial take, is always to blame the coach first. Always the coach. Especially if you like the player, right? Especially if you like the player. If you don't like the player, then maybe, you blame the player if you like the coach more. But yeah, man. Yeah, man, that pass to Terry, man, he got to make that. What's up, Tim?
So
Simmons, how much
remember,
do you think? Yeah, go ahead, go Ceelo.
just real quick, it was 2 passes to Terry. That first
It's
pass in the
3.
first quarter, okay, it was 3, and the one in the first quarter was also down the sideline, but it was completely out of play, out of bounds, wasn't even in play.
Yeah.
Those, I know that was, no one talks about that, but that's a play, that's a pass that Terry has a chance
Yeah.
to come down with.
The
He
one
is
that
a
went out of bounds.
very,
Yeah, I know you're saying
the one that
something.
went out of bounds. He's
Yeah.
very good at those kind of 50-50 balls. But like we talked about earlier, I think he was trying to play a little conservative there. So
For sure. Just how do you think they'll feature Noah on Sunday? Noah is definitely playing. I think he was inactive, which I know they want to force Terry the ball, but I don't think JLJ would get it his first in. So they got to scheme Terry open. I think they did scheme Terry open a lot. Like, if you go back and watch it over, or if you have any all 22 access, or just follow me. I have someone on my timeline. There are other people that have it on their timeline too. I know even Telly that's in here. He posted some things. We have Command This podcast, the Big Doug Akarmi show. Maul it's a kid named Mason. Trapodie Pod, like it's out there. It's all out there. So definitely go check that out. But I definitely think they scheme Terry. And I think Noah's going to be a big help. I think Noah is a technician, right? He's a technician. I don't think they believed he was ready, but man, look, just tell Jaden, tell him what the route is. Like, what's one more week gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much more? Like, put the kid out there. You know what I mean?
right.
But I don't know. I know he has like some sort of injury in training camp, so that could have been it too. But he looked okay today at practice, so we'll see. Chatter says the Giant players have been kind of disrespectful. So this game, yeah, man, I heard, like, I know Kayvon Thibodeau has said something about not being around, but somebody just said that Banks said something too about Terry. So I haven't seen that yet, but
I mean, he
yeah,
said it
we'll
last
see.
year. He said he locked down Terry, which technically he did, I guess.
Yeah, true that.
And Thibodeau loves playing against us. And the guy he used to go against is gone, and Charles Leno. So
That's right.
let's change that narrative.
Yeah, let's change that
right
narrative.
now.
He's a dog, that dude, man. Most of his stats came from Leno. Yes, Riri, thank you so much for reminding me. Today is September 11th. I think it's 23 years anniversary of what happened 9/11. So we definitely want to take a moment of silence, say prayers for those that were lost that day, those who were lost because of that day, and still to this day from complications from that day, to the men and women who served, who helped who were there to help and protect us. We definitely want to take a moment of silence for that. Yep. So, come on, Tim. Maybe you gonna mess up my algorithm, man. You want to? He said, "Oh, you want me to tear my ACL before work tomorrow?" Nah, don't go out there and slide, bro. Don't go do it. Don't go do it. Yeah, Key. I definitely think Brandon Coleman starts this game. Like Ceelo was saying earlier, he's doing the shoulder thing from some football conditioning, this, and that. So I definitely think he starts. Okay, Mike was talking to Telly. Trail say he's panicking. Forget all that. Relax. Yeah, it's must win, bro. Like it's must win. I don't care what nobody say, bro. If we lose to the Giants, then we need to be.
Terrell said I'm panicking. That's hilarious.
Bro, it's gonna be mass. It's gonna be mass crash outs. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be mass crash out. Yeah, we got this outside 757. Yeah, we got this, bro. Riri says she's gonna disappear. No, you're not.
I'm right
Neighbors
behind
wants
you.
to beat Jaden. He's the one. Oh yeah, that's right. We forgot all about their relationship. So remember they had that bet that they tried to fake say that they canceled it because everybody found out about it, but they definitely still got that bet, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I'll never come back to DC if we lose. I gotta relax. Did y'all see what caveat commanders aren't really aroused? Yeah. He had no stats last week, but hey, man, we Sunday determines if I come to the. Wait a minute, you can't.
That's hilarious.
Oh no, yeah, you can't. Oh no, Southside, it's gonna get ugly, man. It's gonna be ugly. Trail crazy, man. When's the tribute? Yeah, the Panthers game. Oh, they doing Darryl Green and Sean Taylor doing the Panthers game? Yeah, that's Darryl Green's tribute.
I think Terrell talking about when they reveal the statue. Is that what we're talking about?
But I thought that was like next year or something.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be this year.
Yeah, I think Trail talking about Darryl Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he tripping. Yeah, Darryl Green. Mike say he's in Jerry how to beat the Giants team for myself. I feel bad for you, bro. Any news? What's up, Dave? Yeah, I mean, he's healthy. He played special teams last week, I think. So no, was he No, he was inactive.
No, he was inactive, and he's not even on the injury report. He's literally in healthy scratch.
He's just inactive, healthy scratch. Dirk Defoe is a healthy scratch. Must win, ain't no way around it. Yeah, it's a must win, man. All right, man. Do we need to talk about the secondary? Yeah, let's add it with the biggest concern because we wasn't trying to be here with y'all too long on this Wednesday night, man. Biggest concern, Sheila. What's your biggest concern going into week 2? Anybody in the chat, what's your biggest concern? And don't say Forbes. If you say Forbes, I'm kicking you out the chat.
Yeah, man. Forbes only paid. Forbes played just about 40% of the 45 to 50% of the snaps.
Yeah.
So I can't even say it was Forbes. Honestly, you just can't. He did what on the field. I am most concerned with. I think Mikey. So I'm not a BSJ. He's been here. This is year 4. I don't know what to have to say about BSJ. I don't know. Like I think he is who he is at this point. He can maybe get a little better based on some coaching. I don't know. But I felt like a veteran quarterback like Baker and his offensive coordinator took advantage of Mikey Saren Still as a nickel corner as his first week in the league. So I think any competent coordinator will continue to take advantage of that. Whether it was McBride, I think that was what was his name? The wide receiver in Tampa Bay, and then Godwin both took advantage of him a couple times.
Yeah.
So I think if I have to pick out one guy, that's probably the one guy I would want to like continue to focus on. Let's see if he's continue to get better. Let's see if he watches tape and works on some of the communication issues. But yeah, Mikey he had a tough game.
He
And
did.
in this
He did.
league, nickel sets, 3 wide receiver sets, that's like normal. He's gonna play a lot.
He's gonna play a
So
lot for sure.
that's my guy.
For sure. Let's see. Yeah, I think Tyler Owens had a little injury, but I think he's good to go and play. So we'll see how much he plays, but I don't know if he played much.
He was inactive.
Yeah, okay, he was a healthy scratch. Yeah, because I was thinking I didn't see him. Igbo played a lot. I think he played like 28 snaps. So that's something to see too. Sunday, how often
Mike
he
Davis
plays.
was active but did not play one
Yeah, I
snap.
think he
only
played special
teams.
teams. Yeah, played special
Yep.
teams. The savior. I mean, I was told he was QB1 and he's blah blah blah. But yeah, whatever. Right? Make Mike Davis. Key. Yeah. Every DB. Yeah. Biggest concern is tackle completion. Yeah, we gotta tackle, bro. Like we have to tackle. Luvu, yeah, bro. Uso, like he gotta relax, you know. Like he be flying in that joint, man.
Bro,
But I
Luvu
mean
was a crash out.
that's
He
what
was crashing
expect.
out.
Yeah, definitely. He was hurting his own players. He was sparing. That Jones sparing people like it's WWE, bro. Like, you gotta relax. But I mean, he had over 20 missed tackles last year. So that's what you're going to get from him. You're going to get the good and the bad. But like Payne Allen, like I need y'all to wrap up, man. Wagner, I need you to wrap up. I need you to wrap up. I think Quan. I think the run game Quan was excellent. I still rather have Quan around the line of scrimmage, bro. Like, I think he's better there. I mean, he was out of pocket a lot in pass coverage. He's missing assignments a lot in pass coverage.
I don't think we have a true free safety on this roster.
We don't.
We gotta talk about that one day. But
yeah, we don't. And I know the NFL is going to more interchangeable free safeties, but okay, that's cool. But them dudes can't play deep, right? They had Chin back that joint a few times at playing free safety, and we can't have that, bro.
That one touchdown was it the man? What's the guy that I can't remember? I can't think of his name right now, but McBrittle or something. But he was, the
McMillan.
McMillan. That one touchdown to him,
Master P.
Yeah, exactly. That one touchdown he caught, it looked like I think that was either Quan or Chen, but they were literally just stuck in mud.
Okay, so I know exactly what play. I wish I had it up, but what happened is they were stacked on the right. So, but we were in man, right? So when they motion, actually they was in doubles and then they motioned to trips because the running back motioned out, right? So when he came out, Sandra still had Godwin and he pointed to Quan. No, Sandra still had Mike Evans and he had pointed to. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to figure out. No, which one you talking about? You talking about the Mike Evans catch on the sideline, or you talking about the Godwin drop, or not the Godwin, McMillan catch, or
McMillan catch? I'm talking about the McMillan catch when McMillan was wide open almost wide open end zone and caught it, and there was a touchdown. It was like third quarter, I think.
Yeah, I think somebody was peeking. I think on that play, somebody was peeking in the backfield.
And they didn't move. Like they literally, and to your point, maybe there was another someone else on the right side, their right side, and so they were trying to wait to see what happened there. But by the time he recognized the situation, and he was way too late to cover and get over there. So it fell between Quan, Chen.
And that happened twice. That happened twice.
Yeah,
he caught one and he dropped one.
And he dropped one.
That happened twice.
And then there's a third time. Well, the first time it was Evans who it got overthrown by Baker. Yeah. Baker got down the sidelines and he was also wide open of Evans, and he just overthrow. So there was 3 misses by the secondary, and whether that's communication, whether that's technique, or whether that's fairness, because I know a lot of it came out of that.
Man. That's definitely communication.
And Mikey S, he had responsibility for McMillan a lot of times. I don't know. So I just felt like our free safety play is a little bit concerning just off week 1 between Quan and Chen, and I thought would be a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that happened a few times. And that's communication, right? You got to point out who you got. But the one I was referring to was the one I think it was like third and something. And Mike Evans had got the short corner towards the sideline when he caught it and kind of fell out of bounds.
Yeah, that one.
On that play, that was Quan. They were in man. Quan was supposed to come up and take that coverage, but he didn't because even Sandestra was telling him, you know, I got this person. So no, can't say Manuel either. My biggest concern is John not giving another pre-game speech. Mike says entire secondary. No, Steve. Can't kick me out. What's up, Mitch? Mitch. Hey, I just noticed, and Mitch, you don't talk about it like, but Mitch has a it's a YouTube channel, but it's he does I think NBA 2K, the NBA or whatever, and I was kind of watching that. I was like, yeah, he sounds different. Like it's really interesting to see people on different platforms, right? Like you hear him in spaces, and now you hear him on YouTube on his channel. You know, just talking about different play. You know, y'all be doing that stuff when you like, I guess, get players or buy players and add them to your team and all that stuff. Like I don't do it. I ain't got time for all that stuff. You know, but it's different. So I watched a couple of them yesterday. It's some good content, man. So definitely subscribe to Mitch YouTube channel if you're a gamer. I think we're doing giveaways and all that stuff too. So definitely check them out, man. I was listening to that joint. I was just that joint yesterday. They say I feel like we should give Michael Davis a chance. He was getting up like 14, 15 a clip last year, bruh. Oh man, yeah, I guess. But I think
Wait
and
till y'all.
then DSJ Canadians taking big hits this summer, right? But look, check this out though. So when you talk about like a lot of people want to go to the free agent pool, let's say most of y'all right? Let's say Emmanuel Forbes is the worst active corner in the NFL. We want to go get the best free agent cornerback. Like, just think about that. The best free agent cornerback in September right now. That's who we want to get. They are free agents for a reason. So if Forbes is the worst, the next person behind Forbes is that guy. Because he's not even on the active roster. He's not even on the practice squad. Like, and people saying, let me go to the UFL and all right, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and put 2 UFL cornerbacks on the boundary if you want to. Have fun with that one. I wonder what happened to the Christian Gonzalez guy. Oh, he was cooking last week, bro. he was cooking Sunday, man. He shut Jamar Chase down. Chen Oluva was expecting a lot more from them. Yeah, me too, man. Chen missed a lot of assignments. Chen wasn't filling the holes. They was running on Chen a lot. Luvu was just all over the place. But you can see the speed though. Like we're so much faster than we've ever been. I mean, we've been in a long time. But they just got to wrap up, man. They got to wrap up. Okay, Riri, relax. Give a last in San Diego. Yeah, Mike Davis don't think he's gonna be no better, man. Yeah, I do too. I mean, look, listen, man. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a future Hall of Famer. I mean, the guy's still running routes like he in his prime. Godwin is one of the best overall wide receivers the last 4 or 5 years. I think he's like 9th in catches. So that's one of the better wide receiver tandems in the league, man. So that's this whole matchup. I mean, Jaden Daniels is blitzed 42% of the time. He's going against one of the best defensive minds of all football ever history and Todd Bowles, man. So I think this was a perfect out the gate matchup for us. We do some more of these comments. Nah, go ahead, Ceelo.
I was just gonna say, man, I think I get it. Mikey is a rookie, but I was told that Baker Mayfield was an average at best quarterback, and all of a sudden, you know, he's hitting on every level of the football field. He's sidewinding that thing. He's finding the open receiver. Yes, he had the one overthrow to Mike Evans. I just need a better showing of our defense. I get it. They have some younger guys, but Chen is not young. Luvu's not young. Obviously, Bobby Wagner's not young. BSJ is not young. None of our tackles nobody is really young except for Mikey S and maybe Quan, maybe Emmanuel Forbes, if you want to call that 1 year thing. Still a second year player. I need to see better. I have high expectations for the defense. I'm sorry. Offense is I can give them all the grace in the world because that's obvious. I can't give the same grace for defense.
Yeah, I mean, Baldy just tweeted about an hour ago. Like JD5 wasn't phased by the steady barrage of blitzes sent by Bucks from everywhere on the field, and all over downs and distance. JD stood tall and played with great poise throughout. I mean, he did. He wasn't phased. He wasn't rattled. He wasn't panicking. He ain't had jitter feet. He ain't had, bro. We got, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, this is Todd Bowles, bro. People were saying, people at the game were saying that they stopped pulling people and they let them score, bro. They were still blitzing on that last drive we scored. They were still blitzing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, Southside says out, and I think it might be your first time comment too, South. So we definitely appreciate. I know you commented early, but thanks for tapping in, man. If you go to my profile, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Subscribe over there. Everybody set your notifications. I mean, hit that like button for me in there. I don't know where y'all hit the like button, hearts, whatever it is. Let's get that algorithm work. Our DVs look way better. Week 1 was our first real preseason game for real. I don't mind that at all. We got to unleash Jamin. Okay, so like Jamin. Okay, so look, Ceelo. When we talk about Jamin Davis, right? I think he had what, 2 tackles for loss. I think he almost had a tip pass and something else. But then he had like, what was it, 14 snaps or 12 snaps? I think it's 14 snaps.
Something like that.
Okay, we talk about how much better the coaching is, right? If Jamin doesn't get more snaps, I need Witt to tap one of them vets and say, hey, look, I'm giving Jamin some of your snaps because I want to see more. If they don't do that, I'll be disappointed if Jamin doesn't get more snaps.
I agree. I think they are trying to work Jamin in with intention because this is a brand new position for him that he's going to play for 2024 of his entire career. He was never a Russian, even part-time in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they're doing it like this. The guy that we drafted in the 7th round got more snaps than Jamin did. I know different positions. So I think that's by design, man. So I feel like if he continues to show his, what you just said, and he's able to wreak some havoc, he definitely is going to get more snaps. But I'm not mad at our pressure, though, Deuce. Like, I'm not mad at we got the Baker. We just couldn't bring him down. So it wasn't about pressure. It wasn't like Jamin was good, but I mean the other guys were good too. So I don't know he's gonna replace. I think the actual pressure was there. The advanced stats show it. We just couldn't finish the job. So, but I like Jamin. I like him so far, bro. Good kudos to Jamin. I was a harsh critic on the offseason.
Yeah.
Props to Jamin.
Yeah, for sure. BSJ is our best corner. That doesn't say a lot.
That's our best corner. We are cooked.
Yeah, we definitely. You think Jay? I don't like. Okay, answer this. Everybody in the chat answer this. Everybody in the chat answer this. If Jaden Daniels, let's say Neighbors has a weak spot, like right what Trail just asked, and let's say he taps his right leg if he's going on a deep route. He taps his left leg if he's going on a short route. Let's just say that, right? If Jaden told Forbes, Davis, BSJ that, do you think they're able to stop him? Be honest. Be honest. Do you think they'll be able to use that information and they'll be able to stop him? Basically, knowing what he's about to do, would they still stop him? Let me know. Put in the comments.
How disrespectful. Hey, bro, I'm about to run this go route. Good luck.
Matter of fact, let's say this. What if he told them the route he was about to run? If he told him the route he was about to run, would they be able to stop it? Would they be able to stop it?
That's so bad, bro. Oh my God, that's so. Hey, bro, we gotta win this game. Hey, it just
Bruh.
hit me. We gotta win this game. It just hit me, bro.
It just
We
hit
gotta
you,
win
bro.
this. It just hit me. Like it just hit me. Like why? What are we doing? There's no reason, yo. Daniel Jones is awful. Oh my.
I don't know, man.
Hey man, Flores is cooking on them dudes. Golly. Ah, man.
Oh man. All right, man.
Nah.
We about to do biggest positives. Going into
All
we cut it up so we can get out of here, man. We were supposed to do 30, 35 minutes, but I don't know, Ceelo. We might gotta look at that, man. This I think we talking about some positive. We gave positive out there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's go straight to the I'm not giving my score prediction until tomorrow.
Okay.
I think because I sent mine out with Big Doug and them, so I ain't get that to him yet. So I used to get that to them first before I put it out there.
45-0.
So I don't. Oh my. Okay. All right. So anybody that got their score predictions out there, did you say 45-0? We put that on record.
45-0. We about to blank them dudes. We about
Bro,
to blank
like
them dudes.
when it comes to the Giants, all of my logic goes out the window. All of my logic goes out the window, bro. And it's only on Twitter. Like I don't have problem with Giants fans outside of Twitter, being in DC, living in DC. It's Giants. I mean, it's Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, right? But on Twitter, it's Giants, and then a little distant Eagles and far distant Cowboys. But it's Giants, like pretty much Giants, man. Like, all right, chatter guys 27-9. Mike said absolutely not. Key said no. He said if you're Michigan, maybe you got a chance. Tay laughing. The whole team is awful, CeeLo. Trail said 24-100.
He corrected himself.
And then he tried to correct himself.
Man, Trail, it can't. That's too close for me, Trail. Man, I need that. Man,
Man, at this point, man, I don't care if they win by one, bro. Like,
I know.
just win, please. It's just gonna be nasty.
I like that
27-12, but how
like
I feel
that,
35-2.
They're gonna get a last minute safety. Is that what they're gonna do? with Drew in there?
Yeah, man. Giants
man.
Twitter is insufferable.
Oh,
Mike
exactly.
is 30-17 good guys. And all these good guys, because y'all could just be throwing scores out there and not saying who y'all got winning. Like y'all ain't slick.
Hey, yo, I'm about to screenshot all this joint too.
Yo.
I'm telling you, I'm screenshotting all this joint. I'm coming back.
Oh man. Oh man. But yeah, man.
Biggest concern.
Yeah. What's your biggest concern? I think we did biggest concern.
Did we biggest? So we did both biggest concern and positive. Okay.
I don't think we did positive yet.
All right, so biggest positive. Offense, defense coach. I'm gonna say positive was obviously JD. Goes without saying. I think positive in defense. Y'all probably gonna kill me, but man, I still think Payne is an absolute dog. I got this love-hate relationship with Payne, bro. I'll be like, I want to see like. I feel like Payne can be like a Chris Jones type like player.
Yeah,
but he's like, it's not consistent. It's like he will go completely dark for a quarter, 2 quarters. But anyway, I think Payne is an absolute dog. And then coaching, you know what? What's our offensive line coach name? The one who been giving OG Bobby Johnson.
OG Bobby Johnson.
We've been giving Bobby Johnson the business, but hey, I'm giving him like a B+.
Yeah,
for the first game. I'm like, props to OG. Now you can't do nothing with Andrew Wiley, but other than that, you know, I'm high with OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah, I agree. Southside Payne or Allen, they are, man. Like I think they're really good, but they're just not consistent, and I think we expect a whole lot from them. Because Payne be out there joint hustling, like he be hustling, he's taking some plays off. They should put like money like in front of his helmet or something. Like you do that, you put like a pin, like $100 bill on a quarterback or something. He definitely gonna go get that money, man. But when it comes to pain, man, I think he's just having fun. He's out there playing and trying to dominate, man. But yeah, man, like they gotta settle down. But I think they were okay in a run game. But you know, as the game went on, you know, they just it's just getting tired. It's tough playing from behind. It's tough playing from behind, man. So biggest positive for me, offense is definitely Jaden Daniels. Like I think we got one. Also Terry McLaurin. Like people keep saying he doesn't get separation, but year after year you can show it on tape that he's getting separation, right? And we saw that again on Sunday. But again, the score box doesn't say he got separation because he only had 2 catches for 13 yards, something like that. So you automatically with Terry, it's all about Terry. Terry not get over. We need new receivers. We ain't got no blah blah blah. For defense, of course Jaden Daniels Jamin Davis did well for the time that he was in there, but I don't know, man. Like there's not a lot of positives I can really see. I think Fowler had a pretty good game outside of the actual stat sheets. I don't know what happened to Armstrong. I forgot he was even on the team. But Igbo, I think he played well. I mean, he did get beat too, but I wonder if they're going to give him more time. And Quan in the running game is excellent. I think he's the best player in the running game. And as far as coaches, positives, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Kerrigan. I guess we give it to Kerrigan because of Jamin. Maybe, but Norton, Ken Norton Jr. Like, I need you to talk to Bobby and them, man. Like, I need you to talk to him, bruh. I need you to talk to him. It ain't looking too good. Bruh. I really believe that Bobby Wagner was studying for a chemistry test. For real, bro. Like I believe he was studying for a chemistry test. He looked like he was y'all know, those of you that play any type of sport for your school, and it was final exam times or whatever, and you were up studying all night, right? Because you had to take that test or whatever, and how sluggish you are to start again because you're tired, your body is tired. Right, so he looked like he was tired because as the game went on, like the fourth quarter, the third into the fourth quarter, it's like he came on out of nowhere. Right, he started making tackles in the backfield. He started here and there. He was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, I know the school year just started. Maybe they had exams or whatever. I don't know how all that works. I went to school for a year and a half and I didn't do too much of the schooling part. So I don't know how early they take exams and all that stuff. So I don't know, man, but he definitely looked like he was studying for an exam.
Man, he going to Howard, man. Where the Howard Bison folks in there? Man, that dude, he all right. Come on, man. Whatever.
Allen had no show and AP going to ship bro to Pelican Bay. Oh, Dorrance Armstrong had more pressures than. Oh, really? I didn't look at the pressures for Dorrance Armstrong. I actually forgot he was on the team.
Terrell, that's why I said Payne. Allen,
he might be gone, bro.
Payne was in the backfield consistently. He is a dog. I just need him to, be more consistent.
If we lose Sunday, it's time to have that buy or seller conversation, for sure.
I'm already there, but I hear you. I'm already there. Sell it.
It's gonna be nasty if we lose, bro. Do you think the struggles are because of the rookies learning a new speed? Yeah, definitely. Like the speed of the NFL is way different. It's way different. So I think they kind of saw what it was, especially Sandstrom. Even joint practices speed is not the same. Like on Hill. Like Sandstrom, but not think that's who Hill actually is on the regular season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's much different. He's faster, he's quicker, more speed. Like the game is just that much faster, during actual regulation. So definitely. I think they're all going to be good. I think they're high IQ guys. And I think Kim was talking about Daniels and Sandstrom. So yeah, I definitely think, and I wonder if Newton going to play to see how he does. But
But
we'll see.
but Kim, the only rookie on defense is Sarenfield. So I mean,
That's
so
true, yeah.
like the speed thing only counts for one guy, which he is the guy that got beat a couple times. So maybe that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I agree. Southside, like week one is never who you really are, right? Until week 3 gets there and you ain't do no changing, and that's who you going to be.
Well,
But
everybody think Tampa is going to the Super Bowl now.
yeah, exactly. So we'll see about that, right? But I think the biggest jump is from week 1 to week 2 for most teams and players. So like even though it is just the Giants, it is a big game in a sense. All week 2s are a big game, especially if you didn't play well the first game. To really see, if you're able to adjust. Cheryl said, if we win and J.I. had 2 sacks, he can go. I think the fan base is fed up with Jonathan Allen. Kim say she gonna leave early if we losing bad.
Kim,
This is the worst we can do.
behind you, Kim. I'm right behind you.
The only way we are going is up. I don't know, Ash. There's still room to go down, brother. There's still room to go down, brother.
Yeah, it can
Still
be
room
worse.
to go down.
37 points wasn't pretty. You're right, though. You're right.
There's still room.
37 points is
It
crazy.
can definitely get worse, man. All right, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in. Ceelo, any last comments?
Nah, man. Let's just finish this week strong, and we gotta beat these dudes. We gotta beat these dudes, bro. Come on. I know we gotta beat. We are going to. No, we're not. We will win Sunday. Period. God, that's it.
We got to, bro. We got to. Definitely. All right, y'all. So next time we be back on Friday at 5:00, new show. Fandom has no intelligence. That's going to be funny. We actually going to be clipping some tweets and some spaces of people saying some crazy takes, some out there takes, and putting them on the show and talking about it. So definitely chop in with me, South, and Smoke. We also gonna have special guests on that show on Friday, 5 p.m. So definitely tap in. We got a whole lot of stuff coming up, man. So definitely can't wait. But this is a new show here, Only the Huddle podcast. Have served with Ceelo and Deuce, and I know a lot of people came in late because they was watching Nightcap. They was watching Nightcap. Also, tap in tomorrow at 4:00. I think it's in my bio now, but download the Playback app. Playback app is where we all watch the All 22. So tomorrow at 4:00, we're going to be watching the All 22 of the New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is going to be the recap of our game, and Thursday is going to be the opponent. So 4:00 tomorrow on Playback. We're able to put the film up. Everybody comes up. Everybody talks. It's just not one person talking to you. Everyone has the opportunity. Everyone comes up. And I think last time we had like 6 or 7 people on the floor and everyone was talking. So there's a lot of rewinding. And what did that say? What did that look like? So, but we had a lot of fun. So definitely tap in tomorrow at 4 p.m. Let's see, Ashley Nabra, I even thought that we even down there on the roster, giving the time. Daniel Jones ain't Baker Mayfield. I feel funny saying that. Are we going to? Yep, Kim, tomorrow 4:00. Chuck say I'm off for a while, so it's up. Man, you late, man. We about to get out of here. Someone he up for a while.
Yeah, go start you with space, Chuck.
Yeah. Chuck's corner, midnight time, midnight style. All right, we definitely appreciate y'all time for y'all using y'all time with us. We definitely have appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart.